Hello! Okay, so today's video might be a little different. I was really happy with the way that a build I did on Twitch worked out. It's like a cottage core, sunflower cottage, made with like cottage living. So like it looks really nice. So I thought maybe I would do a speed build of that because it took 5.5 hours to complete. But if you like the video, consider liking the video and subbing if you want to, rent free. Let's get started. So I started by just like taking a bunch of objects that I wanted to like inspire me in the build, like the sunflower specific objects. And then I've never played with cottage living before, so I started going off a little bit with that. I really wanted it to be like cottagey. And I built like a couple floor plans at first, but they all sucked, not gonna lie. So yeah, for example, like this one didn't end up getting used, like neither did that one. I ended up doing a diagonal build on a bunch of terrain because I wanted it to be interesting for the vibes. And I put the little farm in the corner there. It does stay there. The giant sunflower is also still there, and it kind of just chills there the entire time. So get used to that. I really wanted to utilize like the new cottage living stuff because I literally bought that pack for this build. So yeah, it also might have been a mistake to like do this diagonally, but I don't really care because I think it looked interesting and dynamic. And I ended up getting rid of that little turret thingy on the right because I kind of hated how it looked with the dormers. Like it looked more Victorian than it did cottage living, you know? And so I did the whole thing yellow. The whole thing is like a yellow inspired build because it was sunflower inspired and sunflower equals yellow. So I needed to do it like that. And the roof doesn't stay either. The roof doesn't stay like that. The dormers on top are just kind of, they're non-functional. I just kind of made them look like that because they're pretty. And I added columns and roof trims to make it look more complete. And I tried literally like every different door in the pack before deciding on what I liked. Oh my gosh, and everything in this new pack is so cute. Like literally even look at that fence, it's adorable. It's literally adorable. Looking back, maybe I should have added a second story, but it was supposed to be like a tiny home. And I did use, what was it? Yeah, 86 tiles out of 100 for that tier of tiny home. And it's, I think, the biggest tiny home that you can make, so I didn't want to make it like more. And I added a bunch of stairs in the terrain because I never do that. So I wanted to do something different to be unique. I gave them a little pond for a little bridge to go over, which I eventually put a little arch with like plants and stuff. It looks so cute. Fenced in the animal area so that they can't get anywhere, you know, like naughty little farm animals. And I tried to add a bunch of like the fish and stuff, but then they turned out that they were floating. So I was like, maybe not. I don't want these animals to be floating in the air like they're having like an exorcism or anything. So I didn't fix it, but at the end I added one that is still floating, but you can't even tell like that much. So like it's fine. But back at the build, I started adding things to the little cow shed because I wanted it to look more complete than what the game gave me. Even though the game item does look very nice, but I wanted to add like the little pitchfork and shovel because I saw that clipped to it. I also added a cow sign, but decided that looked stupid. But then I started testing out literally all the debug objects because I had just installed organized debug for the first time after claiming that I would since my first stream a month ago. And like it looks nice, okay? The debug is nice, and Twisted Mexi, that's a very good mod. Organized debug, we love it. We love to see it. I literally tested out like every single plant in the game because I wanted to do so much landscaping. It's kind of ridiculous. But then I literally added like hundreds of sunflowers because it's the blueprint, you know? Like it was the inspo. So I added those, and some of them are floating, but you can't really tell because I added like rocks and stuff. And that yellow tree I thought looked nice for a really long time, but then I realized it was from the Sulani pack, like Island Living, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't put an Island Living tree in a place that's supposed to be England. So yeah, change that to like an oak tree because it made more sense. So I continued adding sunflowers for literally what felt like ages. And some trees, maybe, oh yeah, that's where I changed it to the oak trees. And I literally just kept filling it in. I kept filling it in. I added some garden lights so that you could see at night, and the lighting in this pack is very nice. I've never like noticed the lighting before. Like I noticed the lighting whenever I watch Lil Simsy's videos, and she's always like, the lighting on this pack or the lighting on this lot is tragic. And I'm like, is it? I never noticed, but like she's right. Like go to the Del Sol Valley and the lights suck. So I started working on the inside floor plan, and I extended it a little to the 100 out of 100 tiles because it was very small and I don't think I would have been able to fit like a proper bedroom. It probably would have been a bunk bed, and I end up moving 2 grannies in here, so probably a bunk bed wouldn't be like the best for that situation. But when I did the kitchen, I was like, how tacky do I want this to be? Do I want this to be an all yellow kitchen, or do I want this to be like a white kitchen with nice yellow accents? But as you can see, I went all in with the tacky yellow kitchen, so that's a thing. Oh my gosh, and I love the sink from this pack. The sink from this pack is so nice. Oh my gosh, and I was so proud of that placement of the garbage can like right in the corner there. That's strats. That's 200 IQ Sims gaming. I did use my little red shelf mod to place things at the right level, but the build is CC free because I didn't use like the actual object at the end. So if you want to download it from the gallery, my name's the same as here. It's no CC. It does use some packs. I couldn't tell you which ones, but it mostly just uses the cottage living pack. So that's nice. And there's actually a surprising amount of base game stuff in here, which like surprised me because I don't usually use base game stuff for some reason, even though base game kind of slaps nowadays. Like back in 2014, it was like, but now it kind of slaps, TBH. So yeah, I added a little kitchen area and I thought it was so cute with the little sunflowers on the table. I'm losing my mind again watching this. And I did some little extra details outside and inside to make sure everything looked like cute and worn. And chat decided it would be cool to add pets, so I added a pet bowl and like a litter box and a little toy tray for the doggy. And I think it looks so cute because like, why not a dog live here? Come on, could you imagine like your pet dog going through like the sunflower fields like that? Come on. And then I did the bathroom, and I didn't know how obnoxious it should be. I also had trouble placing the mirror because you can't center mirrors on like diagonal spaces like this because diagonal builds in this game be harder for some reason. I don't know why they can't just make it the same, but whatevs. The sunflower painting went in the bathroom and not the bedroom for some reason, but I ended up putting other things in the bedroom that made it look just as vibey, like the little mushroom chair. I'm dying. And I saw a TikTok about like putting the little wet newspaper swatch underneath a plant to make it look like it had been overwatered. So I did that in the bedroom and it was really cute. So I did that. So then I decided I would actually fix the outside because I said I would do that. But, you know, I don't know how it works very well because the ducks do end up floating. And then you can see that I struggled with placing this. Like literally look at the precision. What is this? So this didn't really work out, but I did end up having some floating ducks that you can't really tell that they're floating unless you like look really hard, so you know. So then, like I said, I made 2 grannies to live here, and that's their little family with their 2 pets, and I will let past me give the tour because she was very animated about it, I'm sure. We arrive to this beautiful sight of the hills with sunflowers and a cute little mailbox and also a bike. You go under this cool arch and you go across the cool bridge and then you go up, then you go over here and you've arrived upon the house itself. And then you go down here and you see the cow shed and this floating stool, and you go in the house, and then, oh my god, the doggy. Bestie, what is that face? What is that? Okay, and everything is nice, and there's eggs and toast that Martha made, and the little gnome and a little TV, and here's the kitchen. It has this cute little mason jar light, and this little stuff here, and like stuff up there. The dog and cat section, and it's this nice little thing in here. It's very nice. They've sunflowers, oh my god, and a sunflower painting, and then in here is the bedroom where there's like a cool painting of a doggy and this little mushroom chair. Look at it. Okay, what the heck? heck? This is like arguably the nicest build I've ever done. And that's that for that. If you want to see more like that on Twitch, you can follow me there. The link is in the bio. And I will see you in another video. Bye!